Like I was saying, we're going to do an intensive body triangle escapes weekend. We're probably going to be able to do all the actual techniques for getting out of the body lock today. And basically tomorrow, just keep doing the whole thing again and again and again, just to get it nice and ingrained. I'm going to start with, let's start with the easiest, I think, and then go to, basically let's start with my opponent is dumb, makes a mistake that doesn't help him, but helps you a lot. First of all, something you're going to see, especially lower people who aren't as experienced, when you take the body lock, you generally, or the body triangle, let's move this way so it's better on camera. When you take the body triangle, you generally want the triangle to be here on top. I think I'm going to use this foot to help like hook in here and get this leg as well, and I have better control. Beginners will very often do this, okay? This will happen on more than one occasion. My body triangle again. Yeah, this is not the best way. I mean, this is not very comfortable for me either, but also there is the easy escape. And when I say easy, I mean it'll only work on a white belt. Anyone who knows what they're doing is not going to fall for this. It's the same thing as when they cross their feet, in that they just basically bridge in. Yeah, exactly. And they do that. I would not rely on this because there is an easy solution from my side to avoid having an attack. If he tries to do it, all I have to do is shove his head forward. Okay. So I find it amazing how many things in Jiu-Jitsu can be solved with the statement, put his balls in his mouth, but essentially, yeah, I'm just shoving his head into his balls, and now he can squeeze as much as he wants. I'm not going to tap. Okay? So when you're in this position, this is good for you because he's limited his mobility, and it's actually easier to break the body lock, or the body triangle. So again, as always, we take our defensive hands, and even if he gets his foot if he's able to hook in, yeah, this is, first of all, this is hard for you to hold, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's, as you can see, that's really easy to get out. And with this one, all I really have to do is just step back here, slide my foot in, walk forward, and I've already broken the body lock. Okay. It's really easy to break this one. Again, this is why better people won't do this, but you know, you match up sometimes with people who are bad at back takes and back attacks, so it's good to know the easy way out. So we'll start with just drilling this one a bit, okay? And then we'll go to more realistic situations. Basically, you only really need, I think, 3 body lock escapes. I think everything kind of tends to get covered by those 3. So this is the first one. This is the best case scenario for the person being trapped in the body triangle. And then we'll go to more worst case scenarios of the body triangle, okay? So first let's just drill this one. So let's now assume that my opponent isn't a first aid white belt and actually knows how to use the body triangle. So, okay. So we're going to first go with the cool looking first option. Okay. Let's move a little this way. No. Yeah, like that. Okay. So this is also, I think, good for us because we have fairly mobile hips. Yuri, for example, he probably couldn't do this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my back foot, bring the knee in here, hook in, and I'm going to kick up. And from here I kick out. You have a look on your face of like, what black magic was that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, other side. So, but again, this is, if you don't have, like I said, if you don't have you don't need extremely mobile hips, but like, again, Yuri, he has a hip mobility problem on one of his hips. He's got like a form of arthritis in there. Yeah. There are particular movements he cannot do. So this would not be a good option for him, but I think we're all not broken. So all it is just from here, I straighten my leg and get that knee behind his foot.
It's already feeling.
Yeah, and then I can hook in. And important is I'm not trying to straighten my leg like this. I want to use the hook and I want to stay hooked. Okay, from here I can use my other leg to strip my hips out, and I'm escaped. Okay? So, and you get bonus points with that one because it looks really cool. Okay, so let's work on this one. Now we're going to the third escape. This one is kind of the escape, I think. I don't want to say the most reliable because I think in their situation they're all pretty reliable, but this is the one that's the most universal. You don't need crazy flexibility with the hips. Leg length doesn't make as big of a difference here anymore. This is where I think pretty much everyone can get this escape regardless of, I mean, obviously, if you're like 20 kilograms and he's 400, yeah, you're screwed. But like, if you're like roughly the same, comparable in size, and you don't have crazy hip flexibility, this one should always work. So, and we're going to our body triangles again. Okay. So again, as always, I want defensive hands. Ideally, here, if I can get this grip, this is perfect. Okay. So if he's grabbing his own hand, I can still get this. And this is actually a really good grip for me if he tries to choke me now. Yeah. Yeah. This is good for me, okay? So first thing I'm going to do, bring my feet to my butt, and I want to hip up, get that knee off the ground, wrap my arm around it, and fix it, okay? This is going to keep him from rotating with me. Okay, now I go into a variation of the rotational escape. I want my back foot, and this is really important because I see a lot of people make the mistake when they try to rotate. The top foot does not go forward. The top foot stays where it is right now. The back foot goes back. He can't stop my back foot from doing this. Okay, and what that's going to do is give me the mobility to come with my top foot in here. Now I can let go of the knee, and this is something I was mentioning earlier as well. This, I don't just grab and really pull that foot up. Separate those feet as much as you can, and it's easy to get out. Okay? So like I said, this one is a bit more complicated. There are more steps, but it's way more universal. I think pretty much everyone should be able to hit this one, okay? So even if he's got that hook my leg. Yeah, okay? Even if he's got that hook, I can unhook that, feet to my butt, lift up, and catch that knee. Now, the bottom leg goes back. I'm almost belly down now, okay? So, and if he tries to roll up, that grip on the knee prevents that, okay? Now the top leg goes back, and I use this to push the foot up. And now I've broken the body lock. There is no body triangle. From here, I can just start kicking out. Okay? So we'll work on this one. This is why I want to spend the entire weekend this weekend just escaping the body triangle. I think that's something that needs to be focused on, personally. Okay? So let's practice this one. Then we'll do some games. Okay, so something I forgot to mention, because the guy on top is looking for this position, essentially. He has two arms he has two choking arms now. This is for him, probably, let's turn a bit so that it's better in camera. This is for him probably, the second best position that he can have here is two choking hands, okay? This is bad for me because now I can't trap the leg because I need both hands to control his choking hands. Okay, because he has two hands, I need two hands to fight. So, one of the things I do in this sort of a situation is I force the seatbelt, okay? We do some hand fighting and force the seatbelt. So first things first is that the hand that is closest to my chin is the dangerous one. So I need to control that, okay? And then from here, I take my free hand and I slide it up to my cheek like this, okay? And I tuck my chin in. If he tries to choke me from here, it's not pleasant. It's not something I want to spend a lot of time doing, but I'm safe from the choke, and that is, again, if I'm just doing this. If I'm holding the choking hand as well, and he tries to choke,
That's nothing.
yeah, I'm safe here, okay? So, from here, and here's where it's really important, keep your chin tucked with your one hand, take the other hand, and we're going to force the seatbelt. Okay? And then from here, wrap it around, keep your chin tucked, and then transfer it over. And this is probably one of the best controls I can have. It can be on either side, but if I have the hand here in this little hole in my arm and cross grip of the choking hand, if he tries to free his hands now, yeah. Ow! Yeah. Okay. But that's what I was going to say. This is hard for him now, and now I can start with my escapes. Okay. So, and something else I just wanted to mention regarding the body lock as well, just in terms of gripping. Okay. When you're escaping the body lock or the body triangle. Okay, so let's say I do everything right here, get my grip. One thing, okay, with this hand, I don't put my hand here in the air because this actually makes my, yeah, exactly. He can slip his knee a lot more easily. So when I do this, all you need to do is just touch something. The minute I'm touching something, this actually makes this whole thing a lot more stable. If he tries to slip his knee now,
That's nuts.
yeah, this is really good now. Okay, and then when we start going belly down, we come here, don't grab the shin, because if he resists now, this is actually really strong, grab the toes. If he tries to resist now, yeah, I was saying it when we were drilling. I know we get some weird Instagram reels, but I've never seen anyone do this lift in the gym. So you're generally very weak in that position. So I don't care how strong you are, how weak you are. If I can get your toes, I can normally pull that foot up. Okay? So just wanted to get those details.